seeing it.
Yay!
Here we are. We're live.
Live, and it's Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
This is exciting. I'm excited about this.
I'm excited too. This is going to be a really good blind right now to get everyone pumped up for the weekend.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these, so we got some good things here too. I'm excited. I just kind of want to see because I haven't had two of these ever, so I'm going to see how that all holds up. This is good stuff.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't read the thumbnail if you clicked on this video, this is going to be a complete blind flight with 4 different bourbons, and we're doing Van Winkle 12-year-old Lot B. So just to make sure that you guys can see that's the real one. So I was lucky enough to win this in the PA lottery. So why not blind it against other stuff? You have to. And then,
I want to see if it really lives up to the hype.
Yeah,
usually supposedly like blows your skirt up, at every sip, but we don't know.
Just makes you all like
hot and bothered. Yeah, it's just like the greatest thing since I don't know. Slice bread, lava lamp, whatever.
The 1920s reference there.
Yeah, but and then sweet wheat. We found the 1792 sweet wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Only one bottle on the shelf, and I've been looking for this stuff for a couple years since I knew it existed, and actually saw it in a display case at 1792 probably like 3 years ago. And I was like, well, what's that? And they're like, oh, that's a limited release. We don't have it right now. And I'm like, can't give you the one out of the case. And they're like, nope. And this was the only bottle on the shelf. So I snagged it, and it's going to work out perfect.
Snag. And how much did you,
I think I paid a little bit more than I should have. I paid like $70 for it. But I'd never seen it. And there was one bottle, and I was just like, fine. I didn't want to pass up on it. So
I'll tell you what, I've been always wanting to try it because it's been one of those just
you hear about
you don't see it very often.
Yeah. So I figured I'm just going to jump on it.
You have to. And then we're going to put this in the lineup. So this is a Knob Creek 15-year, one of the new releases they had in 2020. And Jeff got this. Jeff and his wife got this for me for Christmas. And yeah, this is the only one this is the only bottle that
Neil
was open.
Nipped on it a little bit.
So, it. But yeah, the 15-year. So we figured around the same age as the Van Winkle, a little bit older, but it's got that same kind of MSRP ish, right? 89 to 99 MSRP.
Right. So it's kind of like a, for the money kind of comparison.
Yeah.
Threw that in there. And then the old standby that you can't find, so it's not really a standby, I guess. We actually got this. This is one of the bottles we picked up on our trip to Kentucky. So bottle of Blanton's. It's always nice to have around. Is very hard to get, and that was one of the reasons why we picked it. Just not as crazy as say, the Van Winkle, but enough to be kind of a pain in the butt, and you sort of grab it when you see it, and just see kind of how it really measures up.
Yeah.
So,
plus, I mean, with the proof points, the only one that's higher is the Knob Creek 15, which is 100 proof, and then everything else is around that 90 to well, yeah, like the 40, like 45 to
well, you got 90.4, 91.2,
yeah,
and 93. So I mean, we're all within a couple proof points, except for the Knob Creek. But who knows?
Just a couple sneezes.
Yeah, a couple sneezes away, and we'll be fine.
Oh well, who do we got in this setup with us?
Here.
Well, we got
hanging out.
Trev was the first one.
What's up, Trev?
To pop in. He's of course he's all over the place. I think Trev is going on at 8 tonight. Correct us if we're wrong, Trev, if you're still in here lurking or something. But I think you're going on at 8 tonight, Trev. Getting ADHD whiskey maybe warmed up. Correct me if I'm wrong on that time. I thought I saw that. Uncle Buck.
What's up, buddy?
Buck.
Yep, he's hanging with us.
It's one of my favorite movies, Uncle Buck.
It is. That's a great movie.
I love that one. Oh, look, there's 2 Jamokes there. That's us that commented.
Yeah, a couple of Jamokes. And Guy Davis is in the house. What's up, Guy?
Yes. Guy is here. Thank you for that email earlier on, Guy. We're glad that you're joining us for this awesome live to kick off a
I don't think he was
Beautiful.
with us the last live, and
I
I
don't
was,
think
I was
so.
a
We
little. I was
missed
like, man,
We
just feel
missed
just
you.
a little saddened by that. The guy wasn't available.
I know.
Oh, we understand though, guy.
We
You got a
get it.
life outside us. We get it.
Hey, you don't gotta always just.
Yeah, you
be
don't have to
a-
explain yourself to us. You don't know us anything.
Looks like Uncle Buck's driving, so be careful, Uncle Buck. So yeah, you don't have to type. Just listen.
He's got it on instead of the GPS. He's got it.
He's going to the buddy's house. That's where they're going right now. See if anyone else slid in here. Yes, guy. We're finding some good stuff right now. We got lucky with that.
Yeah,
with the,
we got
the
lucky
Pappy.
around the holidays. We actually there was the shelves were pretty stocked, so
Yeah,
we grabbed some things that we haven't seen, and
yeah. These are some
there's some gems we got here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it because there's some stuff that I had for a while, like that sweet wheat I've had since before Christmas, and I haven't cracked it. And I was like, waiting, for doing an event, live or something, or video on it or something. And I just was like, once he texted me and said he got the Van Winkle, I was like, all right, this is what we definitely got to just do it. So
yeah. Oh,
I got a bunch of stuff I haven't cracked, even from our trip.
we got to crack it all.
We got to crack it all.
It's all about
Life's too
drinking.
short not to.
Looks like we got Lindsay in the chat. I'm assuming Jeff.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is your connection.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Hello. And I don't want to miss Mike. Mike's in here too. Cheers, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. Well, let's explain kind of what's going on. Obviously, this is a blind flight. So if you look below us here, there's a ticker running. And this is kind of the letters that we're associating with the bourbons that we poured. We actually just mixed them up completely. So
We poured everything, made sure it was correct, and then mixed the glasses up so we have no idea. And really, there is no benefit for us cheating because I really want to know. I'm just curious.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I kind of want to know, is this really all the hype around it?
yeah, it's kind of like to see, okay, well, where's Pappy going to land? Well,
Yeah.
The Van Winkle, which is, it's just the 12-year-old Pappy. But where's that going to land? Right? Where's it going to land?
Like, it could be like just garbage and just use it to wash windows or something at the end,
We might. I have a couple dirty windows, and we'll just take the plans as like a grenade button, just throw it.
it out in traffic.
Like, everyone duck. Ah!
Yeah, so we'll see how it holds up. I mean, I used to be a big fan of Blanton's, but
Yeah.
palates change. You get on to different things. It seems to hold up well solo.
Yeah,
Once you start drinking a couple different things that like
turns into junk.
it's like might not have the stamina that you think it would. I don't know. I just go back and forth.
It's just swill. That's what. That's it.
Yep.
It's swill. Yeah, we're gonna get mildly schlammered. How about that? Let's get mildly
Slammered. That's good.
Oh
right,
my
so-
god. Shall we start?
Let's start.
Yeah, let's
Now,
do it.
I don't know. I'm going to put my finger over it so you guys can't see. So you guys can't
Oh.
comment and try to.
They won't tell in the chat. It's very small on the bottom. So we're gonna work our way. I don't know if you can't really see this. It's a little bit tough. Let me move this down.
Yeah, move it down.
Oh, look, buddy, you have pants on.
Yeah, I do.
So you can see how we're kind
This
of
is the
drinking
first
them.
time I've worn pants. Yep. So we
Yeah.
just mixed them all up. I'll mix them up in front of you guys.
Yeah, I'll mix
just
them
to
up
see.
again. I have no idea.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that mix. I'm feeling good about this mix. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
So what would be funny if I just lined them up
That
perfectly
would be-
in alphabetical order?
I wouldn't doubt. I mean, there's a probability of that happening. All right, we'll show our faces again. I guess you want to see our faces.
In theory.
In
Yeah.
theory.
All right.
All right, so we're going to start inside.
Real quick. Does
Ooh.
anybody have any ideas of who's going to win?
Oh, yeah. Put it in the comments. Who
Yeah,
do you
let
think's
us
gonna
know.
take the cake? Yeah, I think this is while everyone else is gathering here. I think my prediction is going to be,
Well, not for who? Me or you?
for me,
Oh.
I think Knob.
See, you can't do that.
Oh, it's all right. I already have it brewing in my
All
mind.
right. All right.
I think the Knob Creek 15 is going to take it, and I think just because maybe the proof and the age. I don't know. I have no idea.
But don't overthink it because you just want to be surprised no matter what happens. Because ultimately,
Yeah.
what you're going to find out, well, of course, it's subjective to like what you like that night. You might drink
Yeah.
it for a while and then just get tired of it. But
That's 100% truth. What do you think, buddy? What do you think's going to take the cake? Win out.
I really haven't thought about like what I want to win because I really truly want to find out what I want this to be like totally blind and caught off guard and
Yeah.
maybe
That's what it is.
Even caught with my pants down.
We'll make sure you keep your pants on for tonight, buddy. Maybe.
All right. So I'm gonna start.
Yeah, let's start. So Jeff and I might not have the same thing in our glasses.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get crazy with tasting notes because we could not be drinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So
we might have tasting notes all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. All over the place.
yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of kids watching, buddy.
Sorry, kids. Guy Davis thinks the Knob Creek's going to take it, and so does Uncle Buck. So, buddy, you're
I'll tell you what.
outnumbered.
I'll tell you what, though. The Knob Creek single barrels. Are they single barrels? Yeah. That I got a couple of those
proof.
for Christmas, and they are just amazing.
They
really are. They're beating out a lot of stuff for me right now.
They're slammers.
They really are.
They're slammers.
Amazing.
They just slam everybody.
But now, there's a difference in the 15-year.
There is a difference in the 15 year.
So
we'll see.
We'll see what
that's what. Yeah, let's see what's going on
all
here.
right, let's just start because they get tired of waiting.
Well, everybody in the chat and to you,
Cheers.
buddy. Cheers. Happy Friday.
Ooh, whatever this is, this smells amazing.
I have a feeling that's going to be
Everyone's going to be
across the board.
I love this.
Wow. So whatever's in this glass, I'm getting a big blast of just red fruits, cherry,
Me too.
strawberry. Are you?
No, I'm getting some fruit notes, but I'm getting like a little spice on it.
Okay. What kind of spice are you
Buddy,
feeling?
that might not be the same.
No, I don't.
It's more of like a baking spices. But then I'm getting like hard cherry candy underneath that.
Oh, wow. This is like
But this has a great nose, whatever it is.
really good nose.
Yeah.
God, I just had to wipe my nose. I was dripping scent. Yeah, huge cherry notes, huge caramel notes. This is a big, bold nose.
Yeah,
For whatever this
whatever
is.
this is. This is
Yeah,
good.
whatever this is too with the proof. It's just it doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I want barrel strength, which don't get me wrong, I love barrel strength.
Barrel proof. Yeah.
But if you get the right bourbon or rye or whatever, it's proof down to where it should be.
Where it drinks well. Yeah, there is a balance to that. I mean,
Yeah.
just because high proof, sometimes it's not always better.
And some barrel proofs are below 100 because that's how they came out of the barrel because of,
Right.
because it's just what happens. You have that low entry proof. And then, I know with Wild Turkey, I think they're Russell's 2003. Oh God. I think it's below, like it's literally below 100 proof. I don't even know if it's not 90. I think it's like 90 proof or something, even below that.
Really?
It's barrel proof.
Right. It's just where it came out.
Jason, what is up?
What's up, buddy?
Sup? Yeah, Jason, we're on our first glass still since we're just like
Yeah, you didn't really
clamoring.
miss anything. We're just yammering on.
Yeah, so the nose is just now I'm getting a big apple note. Like sliced apples with like caramel drizzle and strawberries, and it's like a fruit medley going on. Did you just take a sip?
Mm-hmm.
You fuck. Oh wow, that's a good nose.
Tired of waiting. Wow, that's really good. See, I'm getting like little spices, but I'm almost getting like which makes me think I might know what it is, but I'm getting like a little bit of like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Ooh,
That little bit of chocolate peanut butter
okay.
kind of thing going on, like the aftertaste after you like eat one and kind of lingering. I'm getting that on the finish of this.
Oh my God, this just blew my mind. This bourbon.
Whatever it is, that's really good.
Oh Jesus, buddy, I'm getting this one's hitting like if that's hitting the peanut butter cup. This is not hitting peanut butter cup. This is hitting crazy amounts of fruits. So yeah, like I was saying, with the nose, it's transferred to the palate. So you're getting like the strawberries, some cherries. You're getting like big apple slices, fresh apple, like orchard kind of thing, fruit salad, whatever you want to call it. Then with all that caramel, but now there's like these leather notes and some like sweet tobacco notes,
almost like pipe tobacco notes, like that sweet, like
yeah. Now, see, I'm going to my brain, but I'm not going to try to guess what this is right now.
But you want to?
I will in the end, but I have a feeling I know which one this is based off the flavor profile I'm getting, even though I may have never had it.
I'm reaching for another one. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
To reach? All right,
I'm gonna clean the palate.
Oh my god, clean the palate,
dude. The finish is still
I
lingering.
I want to drink more. Actually, that's really good.
Dude, this finish is still going. I'm just like, it's like a caramel apple and a little bit now chocolate shavings.
Now remember, we're doing this to figure out which one we would choose. Our top pick, not what it is. We can do that later.
That's really good. That's a really good bourbon.
Whatever that is, that's whatever it was.
That's solid.
Oh yeah.
So you're getting a little peanut butter action on there.
Yeah, and I'm getting like almost, there's a little like baking spice, so there's like some layers to it, but
okay,
little bit of like cherry candy, a little bit, but not crazy. I almost think that's kind of morphing in more to the chocolate kind of flavor.
Got it. Okay. So but it's nice and blended.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Whatever that is.
All right, we're moving on to number deuce.
I'm already getting after it because I'm like excited about it.
So a little bit of nuttiness going on. Some vanilla, and I'm getting a little bit. Actually, I'm getting a little bit of the grain, so a little bit of the corn, like a almost roasted corn.
This one's completely different, and I'm getting more toast. Little bit. It's definitely a tighter nose.
Right.
Whatever this is.
This is too, actually. This is a tighter nose. This is this feels like a little bit of a young whiskey, but not like, I'm not talking like fresh off the, like 3-year-old. Like I'm talking like it's a little bit of some younger stock in here, because that corn's coming out for me. What's going on with yours?
This is really soft for me on the nose. I'm getting more, I'm getting a little bit of like your typical little sweet, like a little honey maple kind of, but it's really tight compared to the other one, which is, I think, not a lot of fruit on this.
Same on this.
It's more vanilla.
Yeah.
And like toasted. I mean, but we could have the same one.
We could. I want to see what the palate's like, because if I get blasted in the palate, then whatever about the nose. I don't give a rat's ass. Yeah, agreed, Mike. Yeah, agreed. I mean, these are all going to be damn good.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad one in the bunch. It's more or less just to see like what we pick.
Yeah. All right, let's go. I mean, it's opening up a little bit.
Now, see, on that, I'm getting almost more like citrus rind. A little like.
Yeah, I'm getting the citrus. I think we have the same one.
We might.
No, I think we have the same one.
And I'm getting like a little bit of that, like more like citrus rinds. You're getting a little bit of that. You're getting the citrus flavor, but you're getting a little bit of the bitter. Yeah. On the back end, and it's almost leaving like. I don't want to use the word leather, but it's a little.
It is leathery. It's like if you took a leather jacket and you're just putting it on like
and this, you just decide to lick it.
Yeah, and you smell it and lick it. I've licked a leather jacket before. I literally have
with a leather jacket.
Yeah.
And then you taste it on your lips,
dude. That's right on the money.
I don't think I've ever owned a leather jacket. Now
that you said leather, now it's so leathery. Why is there so much leather?
It's almost like when you get a little like leather note off a cigar.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm getting off this on the finish. When you initially you don't, it just kind of hangs. It's real kind of citrus rindy to me.
Teeny bit of cherry, teeny bit. I mean, we're splitting hairs here. We're gonna go back through these.
Yeah,
we have to. That one, the finish is a little tannic and bitter for me.
Yes, I agree.
And it's the
same one, but that's what I'm getting. I actually was just thinking before you said it, like, man, that's a little bitter. I'm like,
It's leaving me to be desired.
Yeah, like it almost seems like you want to drink something else to get
rid of it.
To get rid of it. Yeah.
Whoa. I did not expect one of these to be like that.
No, either did I.
Maybe it's because we're coming off the first one. If you're just joining us,
what's wrong with you?
What's wrong?
Where were you? You're late. No. If you're
we could be drinking different orders because we mixed them up separately.
Yeah, we knew, and then we just shuffled them around and we did it again. So it was really, I mean, there's no point in cheating. We're not guessing which one it is. We want to know which one we like.
You bet your ass. You bet your little ass, buddy.
Nothing on the line here.
All right, let's go to the third one here. So we're on 3 already.
Now this is much sweeter.
This is butterscotch ice cream.
Never had. I'm not a big butterscotch guy, so if I know that's one thing I don't like about regular Woodford is I get a real strong butterscotch, and apparently Neil is really enjoying this.
Or so like a
butterscotch,
like a butter pecan, right? Butter pecan ice cream. Can you do with that?
I can do with that. Just butterscotch is just.
Oh, is that just I just want to swim.
Now I got that in my head, dude. Now I'm like, oh, now everything's gonna be like butterscotch and be like pissed.
Yeah, this is super sweet. I'm starting to get like a fluffernutter, like that marshmallow sweetness, cotton candy.
Yeah, see, I'm not getting that, so we might not be on the same one.
But there's a refinement to it. It's very refined.
I am getting some sweet cherry, but I am getting a little bit of like maybe that buttery note that you're talking about.
This is buttery. Yeah.
This is starting to actually smell more sweet.
Yeah, this is ultra sweet. Could we be possibly on the same one?
It's possible.
I'm not gonna look. I'm trying not to look at the color much because I don't even want to have it.
Thinking. You're like, oh, I remember. Yeah,
yeah. I'm not
trying
even
to
looking.
take your head out of it.
I'm not even looking. That's a really great nose. It's so well put together on this one.
It is
so
good.
Balanced.
Yeah, it is good.
What's going on else with you? What's popping out? 100%.
It's got like some layers, so there's like a little bit going on.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Thanks for joining us. Whiskey Tornado.
I'm getting a little candy.
Pixie sticks?
Pixie sticks? It is more sugary like that.
Like confectioner's sugar.
Yeah. Not like just regular sugar like out of the box.
Dare I say there's a little pumpkin seeds going on in here.
Buddy.
Pumpkin.
I'm gonna
You're gonna dive in?
I'm gonna put my lips on it.
Oh, let's do it.
Now, see, completely different on the palate. Not what I expected.
It's nice and easy. There's some spice going on.
I hope we're not on the same one, but I'm getting a little bit of spice, but it's more of like warming spice. It's not like
cinnamon, ground cinnamon, like this.
Not a heavy. Well,
you might be.
Yeah, no, different. I mean, yeah. See, here I am trying to make the shoe fit, but it is more of like the aftertaste is more of like a cinnamon kind of where the feeling and the texture is a little tingly, a little like fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I'm definitely getting that.
We might not be drinking the same one.
We might not be. This is super sweet though. This for me is super sweet.
This is really sweet on the nose.
But yeah, the palate's spicy, which is good. It gives you a little bit. The finish didn't really. It's kind of dissipating. The first one for me, the finish was just like, it just kept going. It kept going. This is just not. The finish is there. It's nice.
But maybe somebody can figure out the odds. If we have 4 of them, we each have 4, and we literally just mix them up. What are the odds that we're drinking all of the same ones?
Oh yeah,
that's probably pretty slim. But I'm feeling like whatever the first one was is so far my favorite. Because now I'm getting like a bitter, not leathery, but like more of a bitter, like nutshell kind of note.
Okay.
Like a walnut. How it leaves that kind of like bitter aftertaste. I'm getting a little bit of that, like kind of hanging on, and that's how it's finishing. And for whatever reason, I do this when I'm talking about my palate. I don't know why I do that.
Some people
I'm gonna sit on my hands.
No talking with your hands, buddy. The Italian roots are coming out of you.
I have zero Italian.
Then maybe what's close to Italy that you were from? Germany?
I have a lot of German. I have actually some Spanish.
Oh, it's your Spanish then.
Maybe.
It's your
Maybe.
Spanish. Good old Spain.
Are you on to the next one?
I'm going to get on the next one.
I jumped.
So with the third one, though, yeah, it's super sweet nose. The nose is actually very inviting, a little light, but then the palate, you get a nice spice kick on the end, but the finish kind of like dips where is the number one, the finish was, yes, very good, went for days. And number two, finish wasn't there. It was a little rough around the edges. That's my summary.
What's your cliff notes?
My cliff notes.
Do you even make those anymore?
Somewhat. This is nutty in my pants.
See, now I'm getting, wow.
This is nutty. I'm getting like a furniture, floral note, dried fruits,
Furniture?
like furniture polish.
Oh.
Or maybe just like old furniture. I shouldn't say polish because that sounds weird.
See here, I'm getting almost like a little bit of it's citrus, but it's not bitter. It's like, it's not rind. It's
like a blood orange, a little darker citrus.
yeah, it's darker.
This has
And then a little like tannin.
okay.
Like wood notes.
Is it sticking out the nose?
No, like the tannins are they're like soft.
Okay. Yeah, this is like super. There's layers in this one. There's a lot of layers, and there's like a dried fruit layer that's underneath, like almost like a nutty cake. Like I don't know,
Like a walnut bread kind of thing.
yeah, something like that. A little bit dough, but then there's this older kind of thing that I'm associating with like this like furniture and some of that like citrus notes.
We might need a psych major in the
like
chat here to help us out.
Cherry cordial, like a dark, deep cherry, like it's like you cook the cherries down and
Almost like caramelized it.
Yeah.
Let me get that. Yeah. Well, I'm going in on it.
Dried pineapple. No,
This is
this is the last one here.
last one.
Cheers.
And there again, what I was getting off the nose is not what I'm getting off the palate.
Wow.
This is this is a lot going on to it.
This does too. There's a lot of wood notes in this. A lot of wood notes. It's woody. There's some wood
Whatever
going
this
on.
is, and I don't know if it's just obviously the same. I'm getting like a little bit spicier. And I tell you what, the finish is like hanging on and coating and almost giving me like a baking spice, like a kind of feel on the palate. Not so much a taste,
Right.
but it's just kind of like tingling and kind of hanging on. But then there's like this layer of sweet that's laying on the tongue.
Oh.
And a little more fruity on this one. This one definitely has more of like cherries and berry kind of fruit to it, like
Ooh.
underlying all that.
Oh God. Yeah, I have a thing. I think a different one because this is very woody, and it's just feeling older to me, and it's all those dried fruits and it's almost kind of rustic. It's not like if you're used to drinking like really sweet stuff. I would kind of like this might not be you might be like wood.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting
right.
a lot of like tannin or something like that off it. Yeah.
Which
sometimes you're just not in the mood for. And I get that with certain ones that it's almost
you're
getting like almost too woody notes and it's like, you kind of wanted something And that's where all this is kind of subjective anyway, because it's sort of like there is some of this that's based on mood. Like, what is your mood? What do you want? What are you craving? Like, and there's certain bourbons you're like, oh man, I could really go for a pour of whatever. You know, it used to be rare breed for me. I would just get like, some rare breed would be perfect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you just want that particular flavor. So Mike says not Blanton's.
Yeah, that's definitely not Blanton's that I'm sipping.
Okay, so what I did is I set mine here in order that I like them. I'm going to quick skim through and make sure I'm correct.
That is very true.
That's true.
Sometimes you feel like you're a complete crazy person.
So I'm going to quick go through, but I kind of did mine as I was placing them down in what order that I liked them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you keep track of which one you liked?
I did.
All right. So I'm going to real quick.
You're going to go back in them a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
I'm just going to nip them across.
Yeah, let's nip them across.
You know what? Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip them backwards this time.
Yeah, let's nip it backwards.
All right, let's nip it, buddy.
You always got to nip it backwards.
Quick, I'm going to go from the one that I think I like the least as I pick them and just make sure. Neil's playing with the nose. He's going to mess up his freaking order. Should probably just leave the cap off. This has a good nose to it, though.
It's got like apricots now. The first one. Oh, son of a gun.
Now this is getting tough.
Son of a gun. Oh, damn it. That just that's really that nose is like really good.
Man, now we're splitting hairs on these two. I have like tied, right? I'm almost tied 2 and 3.
Let me go palate again on 3.
I don't get crazy about nose personally. It's fun, but like if I pour something I know, I'm not typically sitting there nosing it. I'm just like, all right, I know I like this. It's why I poured it, and I'm there to drink it, not smell it. So, whatever this is definitely number 1.
I think I have my order.
I think I got my order.
And you know what? It's coming. Here's what's weird is like I'm stuck on these 2 middle ones, and I'm like,
that's where I am.
They're battling.
2 and 3 are very close. Number 4 is definitely my least favorite. 2 and 3 are like they're really close. Yeah, I could go either way.
Yep.
And then, but my number 1 is definitely number 1.
It's definitely number 1.
Definitely number 1.
Okay.
For tonight. Ooh, I might change my mind tomorrow.
You might change your mind. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of type these in as Jeff tells us his order of what.
All right, so I'm not going to look at the screen then and to see what's what, right?
Yeah, don't look at the screen.
All right. So I'm just looking and telling.
Look and tell.
All right, here we go.
So what is your last place?
Last place is A.
Okay. And what is your third place?
D. And I don't even remember which ones you assigned to what.
That's all right.
And I'm not looking at the screen.
What's your second place?
B. Now, granted, like I said, 2 and 3 are like neck and neck. And they're all good. So I mean, can't really complain. But
all right, we're gonna show Jeff's picks here. So Jeff, you obviously now can know what you picked.
All right, let's see what I picked. So A is Sweet Wheat. B is Knob Creek. Wait, I read that wrong.
No, you read that wrong. So
okay. Oh, A is Sweet Wheat.
No. So
lot B. Okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
There. Jesus Christ.
Wow. So Jeff just put Pappy last.
Yep.
Last place.
I didn't think it would be last place, but
Holy moly.
Yep.
Wow.
And what did I pick? I picked D. Yeah. I mean, neck and neck. And
so D.
B is Sweet Wheat.
So Sweet Wheat got third place?
Yep.
I thought D's Blanton's.
Wait, what am I reading wrong here?
I don't know. So Van Winkle lot B, A.
Okay, A.
1792 Sweet Wheat, B.
B.
Knob Creek 15, C. And Blanton's, D.
Okay, so it's Knob Creek takes the win, which they had said. And then B is Sweet Wheat. And Blanton's comes in third. And the Van Winkle comes in last.
Wow.
This Knob Creek is amazing.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So Knob Creek took it. I'm super surprised. I'm not surprised that Knob Creek took it. I'm super surprised that you had Blanton's over Van Winkle 12-year lot B. I am shocked. That's like a big.
That's big.
That's a big one.
Yeah. And the Sweet Wheat's pretty good.
This just goes to show you what blind does. And remember, every pallet's different. So, like, you might be chasing these two, the Sweet Wheat, and you might be chasing, the all kinds of pappies and trying to get in lotteries and, trying to get a connection with store owners. And it's like, for Jeff, it just scored way below.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. But out of these four, it was my least favorite.
Wow.
And the Knob Creek was heads and tails above everything. Now, granted, it is a little higher proof point. You can argue that. It is a little older.
Yeah. Likes the knob.
It was either going to be the knob, the D. It's going to be something.
Has to be.
All right, we got to do me. We got to do yours.
We got to do me. All right, so. Oh, that Rebel Yell 100. I really do like that. That's always a good one, Ron.
That's, you know what? Yeah, and like 101 always stacks up well in these things.
Oh, yeah.
I just gave a friend the other night. I poured him some.
Yeah.
Said, tell me what you think, because he's dabbling in whiskey, and didn't tell him what it was. He liked, man, that, and these were his words. That's bold. I like that. And I was like,
the knob.
Yes. No, it was
not the knob.
101.
The 101.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, for I think it's like $23, $24 around here. I'm like, you can't. It's tough to beat for that price point.
You can't beat it.
All right, so what's your order here? Is this one?
So
don't mix them around.
Last place.
I know you were hem-hawing around between those two.
So
this is last.
Last, third, second, first.
Okay. So for Neil, here we go.
So last place, buddy.
Last place is D.
D. That's the Blantons. Last place, D. Blantons. Damn Blantons.
All right.
Went last.
All right. Number 3 is B.
Number 3 is B. The third would be. That would actually be the
This is C.
The Sweet Wheat.
Okay, then C.
And then C for 2. That would be the 1790 or not 1792. That would be the Knob Creek.
Yep. And then
first would be
A.
Let me
the Van Winkle.
Let me put this on the screen for my picks. Wow. So
that's not surprising, but
yeah. I put C1A. Oops. Oh, yeah, I see what it is. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it is hard to read, buddy.
It is.
Damn it.
I thought I was just being an idiot, but no, it's anyhow. So, yeah, and I mean.
So, yeah, Pappy won it for me.
I'll go back and nip on. I mean, it's not bad, but out of the, in the order that I would pick them. Yeah, I mean, for my palate tonight, it's okay.
Yeah.
But this Knob Creek is where it's at.
Wow. Yeah, Trev, you better pour.
Yeah, I am a cheaper date. Actually, they're right around the same, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, so Knob Creek 15 is like 100.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit more depending on where you get them. And then the Pappy Van Winkle Lot B, or should I just say Van Winkle Special Reserve Lot B, is retails like 89 or 100, right around
so
there.
right. So they're actually really close at price point, which is one of the reasons why we threw the Knob Creek in.
Dude, that Knob Creek got second from me. So, like, I felt like I could – it was such a different flavor profile than the Van Winkle.
It's night and day.
It's night and day. And I feel like what really kind of the Van Winkle for me really helped me, like, say that was it. It was the finish for me. For me, it, like, the finish kind of just kept going. And then the Blantons, I was just bored with it. I was bored.
So I hadn't had Blantons in a long time, and then when I picked it up, and then had it on its own, and I know I said this earlier, but like on its own, it's solid. If like that's all you're gonna have, it's like it's good. But once you start challenging it, especially at the proof point, I think like it just starts to lack a little bit. Like if I know they make a couple different releases, but if that was like 100 proof, it would probably be a whole nother animal. You know, I just feel like sometimes it's just a little soft.
Yeah.
You know, it needs to be just raise up just that little bit, whether it's proof point, just to kind of bring all that flavor forward.
Just to kind of elevate it a little bit. That's why I think the, you know, Blanton's Gold and Blanton's from the barrel.
Ooh, like I would love to try that.
Yeah.
But here again, that's all made up in our head. And you know what I mean? Like you have an expectation. Will it hold up to that? And that just kind of proved the point tonight that it's like, oh, you know, and you know what I'm glad though, is I'm glad that actually you picked your two own personal bottles first, which is good because you have them.
Yeah, that is good.
You know?
You're right. It kind of makes you feel good a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, and for me, like I said, 2 and 3 was tough, man. It was close, but yeah, I mean, Blanton's just
it's kind of like,
it used to be my jam, but it's not anymore.
I think it all depends too if you want like woody notes, or do you want a sweeter profile? Do you want more spice? And I think all these distilleries that are out there just offer a different product depending on what you're wanting.
And here again, you start like pairing things with cigars and doing that kind of thing. That changes the game too, man. I've had some really good cigar and whiskey pairings and some terrible ones where nothing tasted good. It just killed both of them. You know, it was bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting to put all this. It's really interesting to put all this blind. I think you're right. Like you put Blanton's up blind, and it just doesn't. It's not gonna like. I don't know.
Gonna blow your skirt up. I know that.
It's the whole hype. The whole hype train, I think, it's
real.
It's very real, and I think you know, you got to just be careful. Like, you know, with that Van Winkle 12-year, I mean, geez, I mean, it's like secondary. I was looking online. People were trying to sell this for like $1,200.
That's insane.
Which, hey, if you can get somebody to buy $1,200,
it's fine. I'm okay with it. But I mean, if somebody spends that much, it's kind of like, well,
yeah. And the only people see, here's the problem: is I was listening to another YouTuber, and he was saying that the only issue is that was like, you know, the people that buy those bottles are like real like family members of people that like bourbon, that like heard about them talking about that.
So
So they'll end up like dumping, like, you know, and they don't know because they're trying to make you feel happy,
right, and like get you something you could never get your hands on because they come across it, which is the gesture itself is worth, you know, worth something. But yeah, I mean, here again, and this goes back to another point. Price does not dictate that you spend more. Doesn't mean you're going to enjoy it more, and that's just the reality of it.
That was a prime example. Yes, both of these are priced about the same, but you, buddy, this is way more available. I mean, you see this on the shelf.
Yeah, exactly. You can actually get it.
Yeah.
So, and for me, it won out. Now, if we did this again a week from now, who knows? Maybe I'd pick differently.
Yeah.
Very possible. Wow. But so you're feeling good about your pick.
I'm feeling good about my pick. I think the 1792, I was a little, I'm going to be honest.
Which one was
the sweet wheat was
B?
Was B. So that was my.
I'm going to pour a little more of that.
Yeah.
We did just pop these bottles, so I'm gonna have to work on this and make sure.
Yeah,
Get back to you guys on that.
The 1792 just felt a little rough. I mean, I would drink. I mean, this is just me going on. I would drink 1792 Bottle and Bond way over the sweet wheat. And you
I
can.
don't know if I ever had the Bottle and Bond.
I can pour you some. It's kind of like, I don't know. The sweet wheat's just not. It's not doing it for me. I don't know if 1792. If I would reach for their wheated mash bill, I would definitely reach for their other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I get. There's like sometimes with the wheaters, there's like a softness, and like some of the. And when I mean softness, it's like almost like you like leaves you wanting a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't know if I don't know how that all works. Like, hey, maybe a wheater's better at a higher proof point. Like if they brought this in at like 100 and it was wheat,
Mm-hmm.
you know, would that, you know, just give you that little extra to make it more desirable? It's pretty good. I mean, I'm just taking another nip, and it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not sad about owning it, you know.
Well, that's the 1792 sweet wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pour you a little bit of the Bottle and Bond.
This is how we get in trouble.
Just a little bit. I'm going to put it in that one. Yeah, let's put it in that. Just a comparison. I'll just do a little guy for you.
God, I don't have to spend the night. Okay, so I've never had this.
So this
Anybody else? Oh, I agree with the foolproof too is definitely underrated for sure.
Yeah, I know it won some awards, but it didn't it went off the shelf a little bit, but then it came back. I mean, still people hunt after it, but it's not like super crazy like, you know, Elmer T. Lee or, you know, where it's almost you have to get to the store.
You got to camp out the night before
for Elmer T. Lee. It's like, what the? I don't know.
That is very good.
On. So the Bottle and Bond,
mm-hmm.
Would you take that over the sweet wheat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna do the sweet wheat real quick.
See, this just goes to show you, like, I think the idea, and we always talk about this, it's like the idea of getting that bottle is like so consuming to your brain because we all have that sometimes. It's like you really want something.
Well, you kind of in your imagination, you make up this expectation of what you think it's going to be, and it's like, it's going to be like you had the Bottle and Bond, let's say, and you're like, the wheat's going to be like that, but just, you know, maybe a little sweeter, whatever you think the wheat's going to do, and it just, yeah, I would definitely take the Bottle and Bond. And here again, I don't know if it's just that little extra proof point that's helping, or
it could be. I mean, yeah, because these are obviously sitting at 100 proof. This is store pick, but
yeah, this Bottle and Bond is really good.
I mean, I can literally go to the store right now, and he's got these at his store, and I can pick one up for like, you know, $40. I think a little bit, maybe 44.
Man, I'll tell you what, I just took another little nip on that, and
Bottle and Bond.
See, the Bottle and Bond now is giving a little bit of a run to the Knob Creek.
Pretty soon we're just gonna take every
We're
bottle.
just gonna
that.
be like shit faced 3 hours from now, just like, this is my favorite.
I think the whole age thing too. I'm just gonna get this off my chest. The whole age thing is kind of a kick in the teeth a little bit. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, you think, if it's aged older, you know, with bourbon, it must be better. No. I mean, I have, you know, with this Knob Creek 15, I think that's a clear example. Is like, it's oaky, so you have to like oak to like that.
Yeah,
which I know we definitely like oak.
And everybody, you know, there is some truth to the age, but it's not a hard concrete law.
Yeah,
because I mean, look at New Riff.
Yeah,
their stuff was like 4 years old, and it's just. I actually bought a bottle of that not that long ago, maybe a couple months ago, because I hadn't had it in a while, and I just was like, this stuff's amazing, and I think it was like $39.
Wow.
And I was like hard candy, like Orange Jolly Rancher, and I was getting all this, and I'm like, and this is 4 years old, so there's gotta be, you know, you sort of just have to be open to things. You can't really, you can't, like no absolute rule on anything.
Yeah, somebody was just talking about redemption, which I see some of those bottles sometimes, and that's something I just pass by, and I'm like, why am I passing by this? You know, and I should just pick it up and give it a shot, and you know, because I've heard some good stuff. They have some different expressions.
Yep. And what was it? It was another one we had that was younger that was really good.
Oh,
Wasn't Wilderness Trail?
I think it was.
I think it was too.
Yeah, Wilderness Trail. Yeah, that.
So whatever they're doing over there, but yeah,
they have the I think Wilderness Trail is doing that sweet,
the sweet mash.
Sweet mash. So they're not doing the sour mash. So that means they clean everything. That's a costly process.
It's a very costly process.
But man, that Wilderness Trail. I think who else does that? Oh God, that's right on the tip of my tongue. Peerless does that too. Which I definitely got to pick one of those up. Yeah, 1792 bottle and bond and the full proof can be a little difficult certain places. So, but definitely more available than sweet wheat. I mean, I don't know, if there's a place, if somebody is in here that, you know, they can get sweet wheat on the reg, I mean, it's just not possible. Because
I've only ever
seen a lot of
like
it.
I said, I saw this one bottle. They had a whole 1792 display, and there was one bottle of sweet wheat there. And I thought, here again, I was like, you know, I've been wanting to try it for years, literally years. So I just grabbed it, and you know, I'm definitely gonna, you know, I'm not gonna dump it, pour it down the drain or anything.
Oh, you
I'm
can't
gonna hang on to it, but I'm gonna nib at it and see what I think, you know, as it opens up a little bit and as the bottle breathes a little bit. But
yeah. Thank you, Guy. We appreciate that. Yeah, if everyone, you know, hey, if you're liking what you see, please hit that like button. And if you don't like what you see, you don't have to. I'm not going to.
This is why we need Guy in the chat, you know?
Thank you, Guy.
Yeah, Guy's the man. Everybody say hi to Guy.
Guy is the man. Yeah, everyone's saying, too, like, I've been hearing a lot about Woodinville. And definitely have to try that. That's been popping up a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen it in the stores though.
Yeah, I don't think we
might have to travel for that.
We might have to do a little traveling. Yeah, Jason's agreeing. The sweet wheat is, you don't find it. And you know, honestly, I wouldn't if I saw it sitting on the shelf.
Well, now you wouldn't, but when beforehand.
Before I would. Oh.
Yeah. You're gonna stuff it. Going up to the counter. Don't let anybody see I'm buying this. Or slit it.
That is a good ratio, Jason. Thank you. Yep, we got 8 watching, 8 likes. Everyone's happy. It's a beautiful situation up in here. I love it. Oh, the 1792 single barrel. Yeah, that I have that. I picked it up and I haven't popped it yet. So that's something I'm interested to try. I know that's more closer to the sweet wheat proof point, so definitely have to give that a shot. 100%. Yeah, I'm really shocked with all this. I really am.
Yeah, I am too, and I'm really shocked that came in last for me, and for me it was like very obvious. Like, nah, I'm just not digging that.
Wow. Yeah, it just goes to show you we definitely have different. We agree on some things and we disagree too. But I know we definitely have sometimes a different flavor profile. Like you could have had it. You just had a different day than me. I had, you know, I could have went through
there's
more
days
stress.
we agree on everything, and other days it's like, nah, I'm not digging that. I'm still trying to convince myself about this sweet wheat, but
I know it's like you just want, you know. I don't know. It's just a little. It's corny. Why is it corny?
That's what I just got. I just got like a corn note, and I'm like,
and there's a weeder.
Why? You know what I think it is too is I think it has a lot to do with the name.
Yeah,
sweet wheat. So you have an expectation of this like bold sweetness, and it really, I mean, it's there again. It's not bad. They're all pretty good, but it didn't live up to my expectations.
No, it definitely didn't live up to my expectations. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that bottle. I mean, I'm sure once you like work the bottle down, it'll probably maybe kick in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. This is cool though.
It was cool. This was cool. I'm getting some flack for not recognizing who was on there. So my apologies if you're still on, Kevin.
Jeff, you better get your act together.
I didn't see when you said Lindsay. I didn't put the two together, so I apologize.
It is hard to see right now because
of the light that's coming in off these things. So if you're still on, Kevin, I apologize.
Yeah. What's this? What's Jason saying here? In my opinion, the thing with wheat is that it doesn't have a ton of flavor on its own. It'll slow the corn flavor. It'll allow the corn flavor, to shine a bit brighter and sweeter.
That could be because I always feel like wheaters sometimes almost have like a softness to it, almost like I always kind of relate it to like if you ever had what the hell was it? Like a really soft water, like a mineral water that has like a real soft, like almost like a Fiji water that has like that really like almost soft, smooth mouthfeel. Right. That's what I always feel like wheaters do. They just like almost soften it and don't necessarily add a ton of sweetness to it. Like, and when I saw sweet wheat, I got this like idea in my mind that it's going to be like cherry and like everything is going to be amplified sweet,
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And maybe that's my own fault, but it's not bad. It's not bad, but I definitely wouldn't rush out to buy it again.
No. I mean, if I saw it on the shelf, I literally would just because it would probably be jacked up in price.
Because
you're going to find it probably, jacked up, and I'm going to be like, nope, no thanks. Let somebody else get that. And that's just my personal opinion because somebody else could love it when they, somebody could absolutely love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I would definitely say if you get you're able to get your hands on it, like if it's for a collection or something, if you have a collection, definitely worth doing. Would I buy it again? I probably won't, because I have a feeling, I'm gonna give it a try for a little while, and if all of a sudden it's like really changes, we'll let you know. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have this bottle for a while because I don't think I'm gonna be like going after it.
That that's Uncle Buck saying that his favorite sip of the sweet wheat was after a year after he opened it. So maybe
could be,
maybe hold on to it
for a while and just revisit it.
Alkaline smooth feel. Yeah. Alkaline smooth. I like that one. We got a little Buddha action going on. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining. We appreciate the joining up in here. We just kind of blind tasted everything and unbelievable. Jeff put Knob Creek 15 number 1, and I put the Van Winkle 12 number 1.
And I put that Van Winkle last.
And and I put Blanton's last.
Which crazy. I actually thought that Blanton's might come in last just because when I've had it, like I said before, I don't want to repeat myself, but I sort of remembered it better. And then we literally couldn't get it for like probably 2 years.
Yeah.
We just could not find it. And even it used to be that we had a little secret squirrel. You go over there, you ask, they had it behind the counter. And it's like every time you ask, like, no, we don't have it. No, we don't have it. And then it got to the point where our store, the guy was like, well, there is better stuff than Blanton's. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's been a long time. I'd like to revisit it because, when I first got into it, it was like Blanton's was, I was big on that for a while. And before Blanton's was Jefferson's Reserve.
Oh, yeah.
And I just bought the Twin Oak not long ago, and it's good, but it's not. I really have to compare it to the Reserve. The Twin Oak is a different animal, so I'm not really comparing it. It's pretty good, but I kind of want to revisit the Reserve and be like, but now because I've tasted some things that I used to be crazy about, now I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to spend $55 on something that I'm going to be like, yep, this isn't what I remembered it. You know what I mean? Now I'm going the other way where I don't want to explore it,
Yeah, I think. Well, you know what? We might want to revisit Jefferson's because they're just dropping the Jefferson single barrel 100 proof.
Oh, so that would be good.
So that could be something that we, I think that you'll probably start seeing that on stores soon. I think I was like listening to that and hearing that they were going to be sending those out. Like stores have been making pics of it because they're doing store pics of it. So that'd be interesting with Jefferson's having that single barrel at 100 proof. That's, it makes it a little bit more interesting.
It does. Now, I agree 100% that the Knob Creek 12 year, that's actually been, I got 2 store picks for Christmas.
Oh, you mean with the
I got
the 120 proof
10 and their number 11, and they're different. They're actually different. I'm leaning towards the 11 from our store, but they are amazing. They have actually knocked Rare Breed down for me as my go-to. Yeah. Like every time I open the cabinet, I'm like, ooh, it's hard to pass. It's like I don't want to burn them. I don't want to burn through them, but I'm like, that stuff's solid. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
the 15 year is different though. I mean, it's different. Not just a proof point. There's like a couple more layers going on. Definitely worth a shot if you can get your hands on it.
Yeah, I think I haven't had so they have the Knob Creek 12 year, but it's at 100 proof. So I think it's like a blue label like this, and I haven't had that one yet. And I've heard that it's similar to the 15, except you're not getting as much of that wood.
Like it's starting to get like barrel notes, yeah.
And
we did learn when we were at the Stitzelwella, they were talking about like, okay, so like everybody thinks aging is better, right? And they had some of those. They did the 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old barrels that they had laying around.
Right.
And basically, and I would imagine, I don't remember the number he gave, but after a certain amount of time, and I would imagine it's probably just like, ones higher up expand and contract faster than the ones down below in the rick house, right?
Right.
So I would imagine there is, there's no definite number, but at some point, basically you exhaust the barrel of all the flavors of like, your vanillas and all your cherry, all that sugars and stuff out of the oak, and you just start to get tannin. So basically the theory of like older is better isn't necessarily always true. And you get to the point where it's like, okay, it's going to put all those flavors in. And then once they're exhausted, it's going to start putting these tannin flavor, these like woody, bitter tannin notes, like into it. So if you were like, oh, well then if 20 years amazing, 30 year must be awesome, and 50 years is like amazing. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. There's that point of no, or like diminishing returns.
I think it's a great point right there.
Yeah.
I mean, damn,
yeah. But the 15 year is awesome. So if you can, plus it comes in a cool little wood box.
It does.
It's got the little piece of glass on the front or whatever.
It's like Booker's, like a mini Booker's
like a
box.
Book. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I think when you ask a lot of the master distillers, everyone interviews them and, obviously, and then ask them what age they like. Most of them say that like 7-8 year to about 12 years. That's like their sweet spot.
Yeah.
So, and that it just makes sense because I think that's like, you get all that sweetness, the vanillins and all that stuff, they're coming out of the wood, but then it starts to kind of get a little like interesting. You start getting the older notes, like the chocolates and the little bit of the leather notes,
but then it can fall off the edge and just kind of almost ruin it.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep. Yeah. You don't want to go too far, which I think the Knob Creek 15 is kind of in that. It's kind of like on that precipice. It's like it's on the diving board, right? You think my big words?
That was good. But no, I do think you're right, and I think there's some beauty that could come out of that too. You know what I mean? Like, but you probably got to keep your eye on it, or you could ruin a couple barrels.
You could.
Okay, so I apologize to Kevin and Lindsay. With the lights here, I could not see the screen. So I apologize that I did not recognize you.
You got to get your sunglasses out.
I do. So we got a lot of light down here. That's why we look so pale. We actually just moved the lights like back than we normally do.
I got to get a little softener up in here.
Yeah, it's pretty intense down
crap.
Here. So,
oh my goodness. But yeah, definitely.
I do apologize.
Bourbon before coffee. Good point.
But if you guys missed out, because I know Kevin had texted me and said his phone died. For me, Knob Creek 15 year took it, and Neil said Blanton's was junk. That's pretty much summarizes everything. No, it was last pick for him.
It's just last pick for me.
And
Yeah.
I think for me, it was third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Black cherries on this Van Winkle.
And see, I wasn't getting that off the Van Winkle.
I threw you I switched it up.
Probably screwed me.
So I could just have this bottle all to myself.
But we did find in the whole process that this is probably a good thing to try to get your paws on, because this is pretty freaking good.
The bottle and bond.
If that was in the mix, man, against the Knob Creek 15, I'm gonna say I think I still would have picked the Knob Creek, but that would have been a lot harder to pick a clear winner, because that is this stuff. I mean, I'm glad I have it, the sweet wheat, but this stuff is, like I said, I've seen one bottle for sale in several years, so I just grabbed it because I always wanted to try it. So I don't even think you can get that out anywhere.
But the sweet wheat.
Okay, so we're going to sell samples, $25 a sample.
I think
recoup my money.
Some bars do, but yeah, they upcharge it a little bit. And,
yeah, because it's hard to find.
But if you can't find it and you're just like sick and tired of trying to find it, and you hear it drop to the store, but then it sells out within 5 minutes because like 100 people are waiting outside for Blanton's, and they just go, oh, 1792 sweet wheat. Yeah, that's that's what they do. They don't know what is coming, but they know that the delivery's there.
Yeah.
So they're out there in the cold.
Yeah.
And then they get in, they're like, ugh.
Well, you know what happens though for us? We do have a great store not far from us.
Yeah.
And you get in there and you're like, I'm going there for this and this, right? And you're like on this mission, and you walk down the aisle and you're just like, oh man, they got that, they got this, and then an hour. Easily an hour. I think the last time we were there together, we had to be in that aisle at least an hour. Putting stuff in the cart, taking stuff back out. Like, maybe I'll get this. And like just paralysis from analysis. It's bad.
We could burn an hour in there in a blink of an eye. Oh, you got a coworker in here?
Oh, Marco, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Marco. Cheers.
Yeah, Marco's the man. Great guy.
You got some support.
I got some support going on tonight. Yep.
The El Jefe fan base is coming out.
Yeah,
they're like,
ah. Marco used to nip on some bourbon in his day. He has some stories about that. Yeah.
Hopefully, is he nipping on some now, you think?
I bet he's nipping on Miller Lite right now.
Ooh, a little Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, the man cave.
Nothing wrong with a little Miller Lite. Peter's going to be next bottle is Knob Creek 120 store. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, that is seriously one of the top ones for me right now. Like I said, it knocked Rare Breed down. A Rare Breed was that go-to for me for a long time. But what better than Foolproof? You mean the Bottle and Bond?
I think so.
No.
Yeah, no. Foolproof is,
but it's good. It's very good. Definitely better than the Sweet Wheat. Mm-hmm. Sweet Wheat's not bad, but it did really live up to the hype. No, it would be tough to beat the Foolproof.
It would, and the Foolproof, when you get a good, and they have good store picks. I mean, if you have like a store that's picking Foolproof, 1792 Foolproof picks, I mean, oh man, pick that up all day, because you can get, I don't know, I get a lot of on that 1792 on their higher, their high, not high rye mash bill, but just their rye bourbon,
right?
Is get that like bananas, Foster banana cream, but then there's like other great notes around. It's just delicious.
See, and I think this is almost a sweet spot for them, the Bottle and Bond, because like some people don't want to drink Foolproof. It's hot, but their small batch seems to be lacking for me. Like it's just going past that point of where you're starting to lose stuff. Where I feel like the Bottle and Bond. This is actually the first time I ever had it.
Good stuff, right?
It's just kind of in that sweet spot. So if you're not like a big high proofer, I do like high proof stuff. So no, it wouldn't beat Foolproof, but I'm pretty happy with that Bottle and Bond. I don't think you can really go wrong. It's just a nice sweet like proof point,
and it's like for $40. $39.
That's a steal too.
Yeah. 59 Canadian. Oh, we hope you win a Sazerac 18 instead. I definitely hope you do.
Yeah,
because that'll probably Definitely. But hey, if you get the sweet wheat, at least you get it, Peter. And then like, you could try it. And then that's why I was like, I could have like said, hey, trade the Van Winkle for like maybe like BTAC, like a Buffalo Trace antique collection, like a George T. Stagg or whatever.
You mean
but
through the PA lottery, you could do that?
no, yeah. Like if I
you mean
knew
just,
somebody
like,
and I was
keep
just
it-
like, it was like, hey, let's
okay.
trade. But I was like, nah, you know what? I want to see what this is about. Like, cause I'm like,
But you're digging it, and that's what's awesome about it. Like, if you bought it and then was like, if it got last for you at it tonight, you'd be upset about it.
Exactly. And I'm glad that you get the when you get the opportunity, why not just do it? And
yeah.
And
hey, you gotta drink the good stuff. I mean, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
you're absolutely
I'm not saying to be
damn right.
irresponsible. I'm just saying.
Now that's something we saw Uncle Buck at our local store in New Jersey, and it was upcharged, and it was upcharged to what, $100 for the 12-year, 1792.
Yeah.
So that's where we both like looked at each other and were like,
Now since we're dealing with that $100 price point though,
right?
I would like to see how that held up to what's the proof point on it.
I think it's pretty low.
Okay.
So I think it's actually I think it's like 9. No, it's not that low. I'm sorry. I think it's like 98 something.
Right, because I was gonna say, I wonder how it would hold up to like that to Knob Creek.
Yeah.
Or if we put some like Knob Creek against like kind of battled out some like maybe let's say 10 to 15 or 12 to 15-year-old, did a blind tasting on that, see who would come out on top of that.
That'd be a good little blind. Matching the ages and
who knows, maybe I'll be like, oh, it's this one and it's Van Winkle next time. Who knows? But
I'm just gonna try to keep sneaking it in.
Yeah, I'll just keep pouring it.
Jeez.
Well, yeah, I actually, I have a very similar line. If you live like there's no tomorrow, you're only right once. So
that's so true. It's like if you,
but I like that. Yep, there usually is. Yeah. So you can't be crazy, but at the same time, what I just realized tonight on my way over, I had to go in my closet where I keep everything and get some stuff together to bring over. And I was like, I have some bottles that we bought when we were in Kentucky, and that was in August, and I haven't even opened them.
It's time to pop those, buddy.
And it's like, what am I waiting for?
You got to get air to it anyway, right?
Yeah, I got to
get that neck gone.
Yeah, get the neck pour out of there. So here again, and it's just, we kind of keep saying like there's one of the Bardstown Bourbon Company. I got the hat on.
Yeah, it's swag.
There's one of their discoveries that I have that I bought. The only time I ever had it was during the flight.
Was it 2 or 3? Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2.
I bought a Fusion and I bought a Discovery.
Yeah,
and maybe we'll have to do another live event and crack those out because I laid down some coin for those. But to me, when you saw what was in it, because they showed you like right on the label what was in it, and if memory serves me right, you had looked at it. Neil quickly knew the mash bills, and I think it was 10-year Turkey, 12-year 1792, and 14-year Heaven Hill.
I believe you're correct.
So
yes,
and it's barrel proof. It's like 120 some. So in theory, it was really good when we tried it out during the flight.
Oh,
but
it was really good.
I was just like, all right, but I did lay down some coin for that. But
yeah,
maybe we'll have to bring that on one of these lives and just crack it.
Yeah, and crack it open.
How often are you going to get that?
Yeah, I mean that's just I remember we tried. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that Bardstown Bourbon Company, man.
And if anybody gets a chance to go there, definitely go and check them out. Awesome restaurant, cool hats, but they do a really awesome tour.
Yeah,
their
modern.
Tour was, it's very modern, place, but just the tour was awesome, and you really get a full-on experience there. And plus, they have an amazing bar there that they have like, God, they got to have hundreds of bottles of stuff. They're not just like, oh, we only sell Bardstown Bourbon Company stuff here. It's like they had everything, and they were even like, hey, if you don't have it, we might have it in the back. Just ask if you don't see it on the bar. So it was definitely worth doing.
Oh yeah.
So
I'll put our email in here.
oh yeah.
Just email us at the Bourbon Buddies. Hold on, this computer's so far away. So there's our email address. So just email us there, and I can send you the link to the.
Yeah, and the woman who ran the place was very, very cool. We ended up spending some time talking to her, and awesome place. Yeah, it was a good time. Just beautiful country down there too.
Yeah, Lexington. When we were in Lexington, it was like, yeah, just outside Lexington. That was gorgeous. I mean, that place that we stayed at was like that cabin feel on the outside and on the inside a little bit, but it was very like a little bit more modern on the inside, like a modern flair. Not like it wasn't so rustic. You weren't like
rustic that you were living without amenities. You weren't like using an outhouse or
that was a cool place.
You know, sleeping next to the fire. I mean, like it was a nice place. And like I said, the lady who runs, has the property is super cool. And but you're tucked away, man. It's nice.
Yeah,
you're
really
away,
nice.
But you're not far away from everything.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good stuff.
This is all good stuff.
So there were some people who picked the winner, right? I think it was Uncle Buck. I think it was Uncle Buck in the beginning said Knob Creek was going to take it.
Yeah, I think. Let's take a look. I can look back here. Yeah, because we asked. I think it was Uncle Buck. Yeah, Uncle Buck said.
And then was
Creek
it
15?
Was it Trev that said it?
I don't know.
I don't remember, but Trev. A couple people did pick the Knob Creek, and
Guy said it.
Oh,
the guy agreed.
Knows what's up, man? He really does.
He agreed that it was going to go for
Guy, you're well briefed on your bourbon, man.
Yeah, you know your stuff, man. You know your stuff.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Ooh, Tennessee. Tennessee. Good place.
Yes, it is. So actually, Marco ventured down to Gatlinburg. So Neil's been to Gatlinburg with me twice. And it was funny because I took him to the store. Like, there's a store that I used to get Weller at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went there like 3 times on this, like 1 week. We were there. We kept going. Like, see it. The guy's like, no, you don't have it in. We're like, a couple days later, we come back to see. But yeah, so Marco got to experience Gatlinburg for the first time.
Oh, cool place.
Yeah, he loves it, and it is an awesome place.
Yeah, the Smoky Mountains are just gorgeous. It's like you wake up to it if you're staying in a place like in the Smoky Mountains. It's just like
it's killer.
Yeah,
it's killer.
Yeah, we could say it all night, Peter, because he's just the man. Guy's always supporting.
Been with us. Yeah, he's been with us from like day one.
And he also supports he's always in every channel and
spread the
everyone.
Love.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guy, he's a lover for sure.
He's a lover. Well, what time we got? We got 8:18.
Yeah, we went over. Trev's probably is Trev going on?
I think he's on. Yeah.
So if you guys want to check out Trev, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's he on with?
I think he's just on by himself. I forget what he's doing tonight, but he usually pre-games for people. That's pretty cool. So he just like goes on like
shoots his breeze.
Yeah, I think it was ADHD whiskey tonight.
Yeah. So you
Matt,
guys,
that crazy lunatic.
All right. So we're basically gonna wrap this baby up.
We'll wrap it.
Again, Guy, thank you. Thank everybody for hanging out in the chat. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
a little surprising for me. I did not pick Knob Creek. I wouldn't have thought Knob Creek, but I was kind of curious to see who would pull it out for me. But I'm happy about it because, like you said, it's available.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it. It's on the shelf. It's not like people are camping out for it, which is great.
Yep.
You're not old lover guy. Come on, get out of here. Yeah,
Guy, just like bourbon, buddy, you get better with the age. I guess there is that point of no return, right, Guy? Or diminishing returns anyway.
Yeah. Turn on the monkey shoulder.
Oh God. You know what? Real quick on the monkey shoulder. I know that gets recommended a lot. and I bought it, and I was very disappointed in my shoulder. I was really disappointed in it. I was like, it just tastes like watered down to me. Yeah, I just was not digging it. I know a lot of people recommend it, say they like it, great for the money, but I was very disappointed.
Yeah. That's all right.
So, Kevin, I see you're up there now. Kevin and Lindsay, thank you very much for hanging out with us.
Yes. Thank you all.
I'm sure he's drinking his probably Bullet tonight.
Oh, yes. I remember you always would say that he's a Bullet guy.
He's a Bullet guy. Yep. And I do like the Bullet foolproof. The barrel proof is or barrel strength, whatever they call it. That is good.
Oh, everyone, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Wildlife and Whiskey, thanks for you got the 15 minutes, man.
You got to hang. We appreciate you popping on, man.
Yep. And thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, Marco. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for hopping on. My sisters, thank you. Yeah, everybody's showing Hefe love tonight.
You're all Hefe love,
really
man.
Appreciate it.
Yep, you're all Hefe love. Yep. Oh my goodness. All right,
guys. Have a good night. If you see the sweet wheat, don't worry about it.
Yeah, just forget about it.
You might not. You know, if somebody's really dying for a sample, hit us up, and we'll try to get one out to you.
And
Blanton's,
just
grenade that thing out into their traffic.
Yeah, grenade it. Knob Creek.
Definitely, if you can get your paws on that.
That's good.
You know what it was for me, real quick, is Knob Creek was the second bourbon I ever had, and it was just a straight small batch, and it wasn't what the first bourbon I had was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like, you know, and I never bothered. And that's just the stupid things we do. Like we get an idea about something, and I never went back to Knob Creek for years.
Yeah.
And now it's like their single barrel is one of my top picks right now. It's just amazing.
It's just absolutely delicious. You can't ever go wrong with it. Oh man, more Jeff love.
Got the wife on here and everything.
Man,
this is awesome.
Yeah, I wonder where I got that sign from.
Okay, so if we're gonna throw this Blanton's,
we're gonna throw it towards them.
Yeah. So basically, Kevin wants me to throw it his way.
All right, we'll throw it your way. We'll throw as much as you want.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in from the Bourbon Buddies. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Have a good night.
See ya. Thank you.